Hi, welcome to my channel, The Floral Bee Garden. I garden in Zone 6B, Windsor, Nova Scotia. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of my garden. This is my first ever garden tour, and I hope you enjoy it. This is the driveway before you get to the house, and what we've planted is a lot of grasses, perennials, and some bushes. I've got some hydrangeas in here. These trees we planted 10 years ago, and they were just little. Now they're quite large. I think they're white pines. This garden I call my number sign garden, and it has quite a few perennials. We're going to have to do some fixing up here. Here we had a bunch of soil from our back addition put back over here, and where all the little sticks are, we've planted little Christmas trees. And then when they grow up, they'll get moved out. It's just like a holding bed for them. This hill here, actually this area right here, we've kind of let go. And we're going to be working on this. I think what I've decided is to plant it all with Annabelle hydrangeas and cover up the grass with cardboard and then mulch on top. We just finished doing the roof, so there's still the mess of that to look after. This hill here is planted with daylilies, and it's glorious in the summer. It's just a showstopper. There's the steps up to the other part. We'll go this way. We've got lots of perennials, lots of weeds. Can never get on top of them. This I'm looking forward to this year. She should put on a really good show. It's a magnolia. I think it's Anne. And we've had her there for about 6 years, and she's doing quite well. And then our little walkway, little stone walkway up to this level. And last year we put these 2 hydrangeas in pots. They're quick fire fabs. And this is a planter that my husband built for me. I designed it and he built it, and I love it. And there's some winter sowing. And here's some winter sowing that I did. We won't have any results until it gets quite a bit warmer. And this is the trunk of a sunburst locust. Unfortunately, we had to cut her down. She was getting aphids every year, defoliating it, and then it would sprout up again and then get defoliated and sprout new leaves again, and I think it was just weakening the tree. And here's in front of the house, we've got a David Austin rose. She's pink. I can't remember her name. And this is a hydrangea, and she'll get cut down. I think it is, I don't know what it is. I can't remember. And then a new clematis in there. And then all in here, I've dug up a lot of stuff to get some new things put in. And the lawn has lots of bulbs in it, but they're not up yet. And this is a hedge of roses. And every year, it just looks beautiful. And I've started interplanting it with hydrangeas. So it's a rose, a hydrangea, a rose, a hydrangea, just to fill in. And this bed needs to be reworked. Everything seems to get away from me. This is a beautiful tree peony, and she has the most beautiful pink, fragrant blooms that I've ever smelt. This is the back addition that we've been working on for the past year. It is a butler's pantry, a back door entry, and a washroom, a full washroom. And we'll make our way to the back lawn. This is on the way up to the back lawn. And it's quite magical back here. Since we started planting trees, they've really started to grow up. And when we moved here, this was just all a field. And I wanted it to feel like it was connected to the house. So what I've done is plant oak, maple, willow, Christmas trees. What else? Beech, chestnut, Austrian pine right here. We have a grapevine. I was told it was Niagara. It was labeled as Niagara, a eating grape. Well, it is the most sour grape ever. And it's not even green. Mislabeled. These are our blueberries. And they've been pretty good. This is a hascap. Grass hedge. It's taken 10 years to get to this point, and we've been stealing little bits off, dividing them and putting them other places. And when it's full and grown, it's beautiful. I cut it back every fall, and we take all the leaves and put them on the veggie patch to cut down on weeds. It's a big cleanup every spring, but it's worth it. Here's what it started out like when it was younger. Now this has been here 2 years, I think. And we put it in because it's good to keep the dogs from barking at the neighbors. This was here when we moved here. I don't know what kind of hydrangea it is, but it's quite beautiful. And it's quite an established shrub. It's probably just a PG. And then this year we bought a couple of trees at a Christmas tree farm that were rooted. And I just think it's really nice to support local. This area here, we've been planting small little Christmas trees, trying to make this into a little bit of a evergreen forest. We're going to have to come in and cut down some of these trees. I think some are alders and some look like pussy willows. They're just really scrubby. And here we come down behind the shed. The shed's a wreck. It's nothing great, but it works. It's very wet down here as well. We had to dig this ditch for drainage because it was just flooding everywhere. This is the veggie patch. We'll go look at that. You can see I'm going to have to straighten out some of the trees that we planted this fall. It's kind of leaning. Oh, the ground's still hard. Anyways, this is the veg patch. We built some temporary fencing around it to keep the deer out. And look what they do. They walk right through. We're going to have to repair it. It's just temporary anyways. And this is a hedge of yashiki willow. I call it tricolored willow. It's beautiful. And I started all of these as cuttings. And they grow really fast. And there they are. So turning this way, this area we planted up last fall. That's my neighbor's house. So I'm hoping that in the years to come, it will turn into a magical walk where it's really private. We have a lot of plans for this area. Here's my Asian pear. I've got two. And these trees up here give us an idea of where the property line is. I think we're a few feet in to give the trees room to grow. And there's more grapes. Eating area. So this is where I want to put, right in here, my labyrinth. And hopefully we'll be moving the bees out of the way. And we might be able to get an excavator in to clear out all that area. And we can move the bees over. And there they are. This property is wet down here, and it's a trial to get it all draining the right way. We're learning. We put a pear tree there. We've had no blooms. We've had nothing. It's kind of disheartening. Another fruit tree. I think it's called a plum cot. And we've had to fence them because of the deer. And look at the drainage holes this year. The water is going underneath the ground. And here's my fairy. It's Gigi. Another fruit tree. That's a plum. It is Santa Rosa? No, it's a yellow plum. It's only ever had one plum. We do have Santa Rosa. She's had 0 plums. Anyways, we put a hedge here. Here I've got a row of hydrangeas. They're all different. And whereas at the moment I can remember this one. No, I can't. That's terrible. I'll remember them later. We're back around. This tree is a really cool tree. It looks like an evergreen in the summer, but in the winter, it loses all its leaves, and it is a dawn redwood, and we are excited about it, and it's growing pretty well. For a few years, it didn't look like it was doing anything, but it is. And we planted a lot of little trees here. Now, hopefully, we're getting this part cleaned out this year, and then we can move the grass over, plant some more trees that are nicer than the red dogwood twigs and the wild roses and the alders. And the ticks. The ticks love being down in here. So this is this area. And there's another plum tree. And it's a yellow plum. And it produced so beautifully one year. And then ever since, nothing. The frost gets it. Look at my house from the front. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.